Bailey, and I'm a clairvoyant, psychic medium, and spiritual healer based in New Zealand. Welcome. So today's video is going to be on the energies of Taurus and what the constellation of Taurus, or I don't want to say star sign because it's a bit more than just a star sign, and moving into the new era with spirituality, with the themes and the energies of Taurus, or the earthly grounded practical spirituality of Venus. So Venus and Taurus go hand in hand together. So when we don't have the energies or the constellation of Taurus embodied and grounded in our earthly experience, spirituality can become very airy-fairy, ungrounded, unrelatable, and impractical to what we're actually experiencing in the earthly realm. So I actually dreamt of Taurus and the energies of Taurus last night, and on my power walk around the golf course, I started thinking about how that was the missing link between the spiritual, the higher heavenly realms, and the earthly realm, the energies of Taurus. So when the energies of Taurus are earthly, their earthly sensuality, their embodied sensuality, it's embodied spiritual sensuality, pleasure, and joy. And a lot of the information that's been coming through to me and a lot of the stuff that I've been putting up is about, as there's lots of themes and words and dreams about pleasure and joy and happiness and spiritual honey, but we can't have that unless we work with our bodies in the earthly realm. So it's all about enjoying the body. And in the old world planetary era, spirituality was very harsh. There was a lot of rules and regulations and labels, and this is why I would talk routinely about letting go of the high priestess. The high priestess archetypal energy and spirituality is very, very old world, and it's very governed by rules and expectations, and very little play and flow and sensuality and enjoyment. There's lots of rituals that you have to adhere to, and it's not enjoyable. The high priestess is almost like a masculine archetype of old world spirituality, and so we don't know what it means to enjoy spirituality in the body, and this is where the energies of Taurus come in. So the Taurus is the bull, and these energies express very differently between the masculine and the feminine. And when men embody the energies of Taurus, they are very rooted in their body. This is where some men are really great with spirituality, because they're very, very rooted in their masculine spirit in the earthly body. And so they have clear direction, they know how to work well, they're very grounded and practical and earthy and salt of the earth. And that's sort of what we're missing with spirituality in the modern day world, is that very earthy, practical side of spirituality. And I do think that over the past few years, things have gotten way out of hand with the internet. There is lots of labels about starseed, cosmic this, cosmic that, and even wow, this is called Cosmos with Bailey. I aim to bridge the spiritual into the earthly with practical common sense. That's what comes through to me time after time from my own spirit team. Practical, common sense, intuition. And to me, this is a mark of a very good bridge or channel when they are able to bridge in that information for you to work with directly in the earthly realm. So that's Taurus, the earthly realm, bringing spirit into the earthly realm, enjoying the physicality and what the physical world has to offer us, and moving the spiritual paradigm into embodying and working with the energies of Taurus. So, yes, so what else do I have to say on Taurus? That's art, that's beauty, that's sensuality, and that's bringing the spirit, working with the spirit in the body, then creating those things so we feel good. But sometimes in spiritual healing, what you need to do is you need to go through a process of darkness or integration where you have to clear out that icky energy or the old world spirituality or stuff that's not working for you anymore in your energy body, so you can begin to embody and work with the higher governing energies of Venus and Taurus. Yeah, so I'm not an astrologer, but I dream of dates and moons all the time. But Venus and Taurus is, I guess I wonder if there's actually something happening with Venus and Taurus, or there's something, I don't know. But so Venus and Taurus, yeah, I think of earthly gardens, I think of the divine, gardens of Eden and the pleasure gardens of the divine feminine. I think of like instead of maybe having crystals and wearing costumes and doing podcasts, it becomes about growing a garden, maybe going on to do some beautiful architecture, maybe infusing the earthly realm with art and beauty and sensuality, with the practical earthy side of Taurus. So without that practical earthy side of Taurus, we get airy-fairy, we fly away, we are not governed in the earthly realm, we are out here talking mumbo-jumbo, we are channeling absolute gobbledygook, and it's not applicable, and we can't work with it because it doesn't make any sense. So Taurus brings sense and practicality to spirituality, which is where we're moving into now. So in order for spirituality to work for you, in order to be super spiritual, here it is, you've got to be practical, common sense. And this is also where the world of food and art and beauty and interior design opens up. Gardening and really working with your spirit and the pleasure realms in the earthly realm. And so we let go of, ceremony and ritual and I have to do a prayer on the full moon, and we sort of let go of all the stuff that seems hard and vicious, or I have to do this and that on this date, and we let go and we flow and we live our lives with the spiritual in the everyday world. Taurus, everyday practicality. And a lot of us don't know what it actually means to be in the body and enjoy our body and infuse the spiritual into gardening, baking, raising children, into home interior. And it becomes all about the home as well, and becomes all about beauty and art and sensuality from a very practical, earthy way. And we let go of that almost techiness, because Taurus is high value, high class, and things are done with purpose and intention, and they're thought about. And Taurus is also the energy of slow, like the bull, very slow moving. And sometimes, and Taurus gets the job done. Taurus makes sure that everything is done right, and it's done beautifully, and it's done on time. And so a lot of this energy is coming in now. It's asking us to slow down, stop with the hustle bustle. You're having all these feelings and these dreams and these intuitions, and your intentions and your priorities are changing, and you are going to go in search of more earthly, grounded, stable, enjoyable things to do. And also this is where the collapse of that the ego is very tacky. The ego is, but this makes me look good, but it's not full of intention and beauty and sensuality. It doesn't bring that feeling to your soul and your spirit that feels like, like that then when something just gets it going, and it's got you, it's like yes, and we don't know because the ego is, but I look like this, blah blah, I've got this following, I've got this money, and it's not beautiful. And so we're missing that part of almost our humanness. Is it beautiful? Is it slow moving? Is it going to grow over time and bring me abundance? Am I going to put in a good few years work and then see it bloom into fruition, like the fruits of the the fruits of their womb, but the gardens of your hard work. Taurus is hard working, but slow and methodical, and that's what the cosmos is asking of us with spirituality now, that you're not going to be able to get away with quick fixes. I think I said this quite a few times before. Quick fixes, lying and deceiving. You got to do things properly now, and you got to turn over the stones. You can't push things under the rug anymore. Taurus and Venus are coming through with the spiritual and grounding us in and saying, right, no more silly games. If you want to do things, you do them properly. Slow and steady wins the race. Enjoy the process and no rushing. Taurus does not rush. Taurus does things properly. And then he works, or she works, over time to get the beauty and the intention and the sensuality in what he or she is creating. And in today's modern world with spirituality, we've sort of forgotten that beauty and sensuality and enjoyment and slowness and steadiness is what really brings the spiritual juicy juice. And there's a lot of quick fix spiritual healing out there. There's a lot of quick fix psychics. There's a lot of stuff that just wants to put a band-aid over it. And specifically with spiritual healing, a really good healing will take its time. If you go to a healer and have just one healing, that will work over a period of months. If it's done right, you should not be going to a healer and getting activation after activation after activation, or healing after healing after healing, and not seeing any long-term sustainable changes. Long-term sustainable changes. Taurus, long-term sustainable beauty, grounded growth, gardening of the spirit, your business, your family, your art, your creativity, and your sensuality. Slow and steady will win the race in these energies. I'd say from here on out, you will not be getting away with quick fixes, and you will not be getting away with stuff that maybe used to work for you. You will be forced to do things properly now. If you've been lying and deceiving, Taurus does not like that. Taurus wants things done properly, and that means that you are going to go back to square one if you've been doing some nasty negative things, and that you will be stripped bare because Taurus says no, you have to do it properly now. No more mucking around. What else does Taurus have to say? Taurus also says that those who cultivate good things reap the rewards of what they've put. So what you put your energies into is what you're going to cultivate in your life. Life is like a garden. I talk about this all the time on my Instagram, and that what you are seeding in or feeding into energetically is going to create more of that in your life. So yeah, it depends what you're growing, what you did the past 3 years, past 4 years, and what's going to come in for you now for the next 4 years. Taurus is realigning to the divine feminine and Venus. The way that we work with spiritual energies, or the way that we have been perceiving them, is changing. And she wants things done properly. And she wants it done real. She wants it real. She wants it proper. She wants it beautiful. She wants it that high value word has become very techy. I would say she wants it high class. She wants it done with intention and beauty and prestige. She wants to look at it and what you're doing and think, yes, this is inspiring. This is beautiful. This is simple. And this is high. This is high art. This is high beauty. And this person worked over a long period of time to create this. I appreciate and I admire it, and I feel the truth and integrity and honesty in it, and I'm going to reward it. So you've got to get off the high horse. You've got to get off that high horse if you want Taurus to bestow abundance upon you. Any more high horsing, any more I am better than this person because I have that, it's not going to work for you. If your whole entire perception of yourself comes from being on your high horsey behavior, it's not going to work with you, because Taurus loves beauty. High horsey behavior is not beautiful. It's not governance. It's not inspiring. It's not beautiful. It's not polite. It's not nice. And if you're not going to be nice, then Taurus isn't going to be nice to you. Taurus wants the beauty, and what she wants the integrity. She wants the earthiness. She wants the connection. Taurus wants the connection to the spiritual, the beautiful spiritual energies and what you're creating in the earthly realm. So say if you've been making art, or you've been running a business or something, and it's not beautiful, you're not enjoying it, or it's being made off of like this perception of you that's not really who you are, but it's not beautiful, it's a little tacky. Taurus doesn't like tacky. She doesn't like cheapness. If you're doing something for clout, she doesn't like it. She doesn't want it. She's not going to make you abundant any longer. If you've been lying and deceiving, she hates that. She doesn't want that. She wants beautiful, pure. Taurus is pure and honest and beautiful, and she can feel the energies, and she will start aligning to those people that are creating those things, because that is the new governing energies that are coming in now. Taurus and Venus and the divine feminine. And we may be feeling some things. We may be feeling a womb awakening. We may be feeling the divine feeling that, hey, you're not a man anymore. Maybe, hey, oh no, I want a sensual woman. I want an earthy woman. I want a woman that is grounded in the soul of the earth and loves beauty and art. I don't want this high horsey fashion nova woman anymore. I want a real woman. I want a real man. I want the earthy energies. I want it real and honest and pure. I don't want a mannequin. I don't want a, oh, look at me. I've got all that blah, blah, blah. I want it real and honest and hot and sensual. I want the color. I want the fabric feelings. I want the throw cushions. I want the dessert. I want the, how do I grow this so I can better understand? I don't want to go buying that cheap stuff from the supermarket. I want to make it. Taurus wants you to make it happen and make it good and make it beautiful. Taurus doesn't like cheapness. Taurus doesn't like low-class vibes. She wants high-class spirituality. She wants high-class woman. She wants manners. She wants integrity, and she wants respect, and she wants you to start acting better in the earthly realm. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that was helpful.